What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27.
What's good tonight? Right about the hood.
Oh, dear God, I'm already eating a drink. Look, a damn mess. Just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no. What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is up? What is up? It's me, L Teddy 27, and I'm back for another review. This is going to be our review, ladies and gentlemen, for WebLYFE Atlanta. This is season 1. This will be our reviews for episodes. Let me look. Episodes 3 and 4. And episode 3 is entitled, I Don't Have a Wedding in Me Today. We'll get to episode 4 in a moment. Now, I apologize. I know I'm a couple weeks late on this. Listen, y'all, I've been in birthday mode, birthday celebrations, drunk as all get out, and just having a great time and enjoying and loving life and enjoying my birthday. So I know I've been slow with reviews. I just, been doing other things. I know, I'm sorry, but we're here now. So we're going to get past that. So let me look at these notes because I took some notes, y'all, and I don't want to get it wrong. Now, let me just say this. Episode 3 won't take me that long to get through because episode 3 didn't give me a whole lot, but episode 4, we got quite a few things to unpack. Episode 3, we start off with Lacey and Freshie. Apparently, they get married. When they start the show, they apparently get married the next day. They talking to some lady, I guess, the justice of the peace or whoever's going to preside in over the wedding or whatnot. So I just sat there like, so y'all woke up one day and decided y'all gonna get married tomorrow? Like, I felt like this was so spontaneous, not planned or whatever. Y'all know I really don't see it for Lacey like that. Like, she really irks me, and I'm trying to like her, but the more she's on screen, the more I want to turn it off. So I don't know, but I'm trying. I'm really trying. I mean, neither one of them give me that they're rational thinkers, because rational thinking people don't wake up today and say, "Oh, we're just gonna go and get married tomorrow," because there are whole processes and monies, and you want a whole lot of people involved. You just don't do that. Now, maybe the magic of editing made it seem that way, and maybe they did plan it out a long ways in advance, but I don't know. That's how it looked. They meet up with, like I said, whoever's going to preside over the ceremony or whatever. They talk it out. But then they had some argument about last names or whatever. I ain't really care because I don't really care about them in their storyline. I don't even know why they're on the show at this point, but whatever. We then see Mikey and Brandon. They driving to the wedding. Now, the wedding is during Pride weekend at Piedmont Park. Like, that's just not smart. Why would you? It's way too much going on Pride weekend. And most, like I said, rationally thinking people want your wedding day to be all about you, your event, your wedding or whatnot, and you don't want other things taking away from that. So even if you had decided to get married on Pride weekend, the last place you want to have it is Piedmont Park. Do y'all know the antics that go on at Piedmont Park? Baby, y'all having a wedding over here and bitches getting bushed down in the bushes right next to you. Like, make it make sense. It's raining apparently or whatever. And so Mikey and Brandon couldn't find it. Now, before we got there, Mikey was having this whole thing in the car about the fact that he don't see it for weddings because they remind him that he's lonely and he ain't gonna have nobody, and it makes him jealous and he doesn't like that, this, that, and the third. I mean, I guess. Then they discussed, while they were riding over there, they discussed the brunch and Carl's antics at the brunch. And then Brandon says he's willing to sit down and talk with Carl and see if maybe they can work things out and have Mikey mediate the whole situation or whatever. I don't know. I don't understand why people want to always try and reconcile and be friends with people who you haven't known that long, and the whole time you've known them, they do nothing but try to bring division. They're just, everything about them is divisiveness. Like, why are you trying to mend fences with someone who clearly you're not going to be close friends with and you don't need in your life? Like, I don't understand. Whatever. Anyway, so like I said, they having at the wedding at Piedmont Park at the set for the next Breed It Raw video at one of the gazebos in the middle of Piedmont Park. Dear God. And it's raining, and they can't find the right spot. They get to the wedding happens. Lacey has concocted a reason in her head to be mad because in the middle of you taking vows, because you're not focused on your spouse that you are, the person who you are being espoused to. You're not focusing on the beauty of the ceremony, and everything, and the magic, and all of the pixie dust that goes along with having a wedding. You focused on looking in the crowd and seeing who rolling their eyes, having no context to why they're rolling their eyes, having no idea what was said that may have caused them to roll their eyes, but you focused in on that. Girl, make it make sense, girl. Make this shit make sense. Get your fucking life in order. This is one of the most important days on your life, but you will be focused on who rolling their eyes in the crowd. Girl, get your damn life. Anyway, so the wedding happened. Girl, it's over. Chris, June, and Larry, they then go out for lunch. And on their ride out to lunch, Chris tells Larry about what happened at the brunch or whatnot, all the antics. Larry then talks about the OnlyFans page that Brandon has and how sex work ain't as bad as people make it out to be. And, the conversation wasn't a whole lot or whatever. I mean, I mean, secretly, I feel like I wanted Chris, June, and Larry Carter to just start making their own OnlyFans at this point, so I could be more involved with this scene, because I would be much more interested in this scene if Chris, June, and Larry were in the middle of a bust down on the OnlyFans, page video, and then I'd be here for it. But the conversation was real meh, and so it happened. Mike and Carl have their radio broadcast or whatever. They talk afterwards about how he carried on at the brunch. Lacey comes through and she wants to talk to Mikey all about his side eye and everything. Mikey tells her his issues or angsts about weddings, and then that was it. That was the whole episode. I told you about a whole lot in that episode. And so now we move on to season 1, episode 4, which is entitled "I'm Not Messy, I Just Like Tea." Now, let me say this. Y'all got to work on having some shorter titles for y'all episodes. I'm just saying. Can y'all work that out for me? Anyway, so we start off. Brandon is throwing a slumber party. He invites everybody. He does not invite Carl. I don't blame him. Anyway, but Mikey took it upon himself to invite somebody to someone else's event, where at the bottom of the invitation it says invites only. But you over here inviting other people. A mess. That's a whole mess. At the party, he introduces everybody to his little boyfriend, Sean or whatever. I mean, I guess, girl, you had to have a whole event for that. You couldn't do like everybody else and do a social media post about it and be booed up and keep it moving and save yourself the drama. Or you could at least delete the little messages as people have their little slick remarks. Child, whatever. Carl came uninvited with Orca, Shamu, some +1 named Darnell or whatever. I don't know, or something. Baby, I was just too distracted by these glasses Mama had on. Mama had on some glasses that I just, oh my God, what were you thinking? Like, who advised that? Like, I don't see a sighted person advising you to wear those glasses. I don't see a sighted person also telling someone your size to wear a combination of black and white. Thank God you were not by a pool or some other body of water, because we'd all be afraid that a school of or a pod of killer whales were coming out to get us. Child, make this shit make sense, honey. But Mama came in there like she had to turn it, honey. Girl, you ain't turned nothing but the tides, okay? When you splashed in that good water. Child, let me move on, because she was irking my nerves. Anyway, Carl came. He didn't even have on pajamas. And I know the invitation said dress code strictly enforced. See, let me tell you something. There's absolutely no way in anything that is holy that Carl and Orca would have been led into my party. Sorry. Girl, you were not invited. I'm sorry for you. Please exit stage left, and would have kept it moving. It's no way. It's no way. Carl, listen. Carl is like a bad rash. Nobody wants a bad rash around. You do everything you can to get rid of a bad rash as quickly as you can. I don't even understand. Well, who am I? I don't. Nope. So I have to fault you for this, Brandon, because all of the fuck shit and fuckery that happened afterwards is your fault. Because had you not let Carl come in there, and you know Carl be on the fuck shit every time he comes somewhere, you wouldn't have had to deal with all of the ramifications of the foolery that. See, I'm not gonna let you. 1 or 2 people come here and ruin the whole party. We have a whole group of people. We having a whole ass good time. And you came over here bringing me down, having me yell. See, nope, it's not worth it. I don't care what show I'm filming for. Baby, I said they're not coming. Y'all did not pay for this venture. Now, if the show paid for the venture, then by all stretch of the imagination, by every word, he can come through. But since I paid for this and this is my shindig, baby, you can get out. Thank you for coming. Please drive safely. Anyway, Brandon's boyfriend, Sean, got left in the room having a conversation with Carl and Orca. So then they started this conversation telling Sean that that Brandon and Mikey used to date, and asking first they asked Sean if he was okay with Brandon's OnlyFans. He was like, "Yes, I'm okay with his OnlyFans. I got my own OnlyFans. What are you talking about?" And so then I guess that wasn't enough. I guess that wasn't enough to break up a happy home or enough to cause division in their relationship. So they decided to go further because they are horrible people. Like, these are some of the worst forms of human beings who go places and do nothing but try to start strife, divisiveness, and all kinds of stuff. Like, Carl and Orca are the type of people who you don't want around anywhere. Like, these are the worst forms of human species, but we'll keep it moving. Anyway, then they start saying that Mikey and Carl used to date, which we all know is not true because both Mikey and Carl have said they never dated. They both admitted that Brandon. They started saying that Brandon and Mikey used to date, which we know is not true because both Brandon and Mikey admitted that Brandon did like Mikey. I mean, Mikey did like Brandon, but Brandon, told him no, we can only be platonic friends, and they both admitted they never dated. So I don't know where Carl is getting this from, or where Carl is concocting this from. Now, I don't know. Maybe Brandon and Mikey are trying to hide something. Maybe they did, and maybe Carl got the real tea and the real info. But as we know, right now, they never dated. Anyway, so Sean gets upset, gets in his feelings, goes out to the party, snatches up Brandon, takes Brandon in the bathroom. They all yelling, hollering, and all of this stuff in the bathroom. Mikey comes and listens to the bathroom. It was a whole situation. They come out the bathroom. They make Carl and Orca leave. And then we fast forward to the next morning. So the next morning, Brandon, I just want to call him Brandon and Sean talk. And first of all, let me say this. I don't want to be this guy. I hate to be this guy. I just really hate. I hate being this guy. But anybody else kind of noticed that I think Sean might have an IEP? Like, has he ever ridden on a school bus that had more than 4 rows of seats? Like, something isn't quite there. Like, we're trying to get to noon, but the minute hand isn't quite lining up. There are 20 floors on this building, but this elevator only goes to floor number 16. I don't know, y'all. Now I'm just being mean. Let me move on. Oh, I'm sorry. Brandon then explains to Sean the whole history between him and Carl and so forth, and how they became friends and how Carl expressed how he liked him and how he told him no, and explained the whole thing, and I guess they were all right. And so Sean says, listen, I hear what you're saying. Why I keep bringing up Carl? Mikey and Brandon. I keep saying Carl. I don't know, because Carl just, it's just like a horrible stain that you can't get out. You keep scrubbing and it just won't come out. Oh, Jesus God. Or that bad food that you taste and you can't get that horrible taste out your mouth. You try and eat and drink everything you can. You try to scrub your palate and have palate cleaner and stuff to scrape the horrible taste out of your mouth. That's what Carl is. Anyway, so Sean says that when he comes around, he feels like Mikey makes him feel kind of way, and that Mikey is uncomfortable around him, and you could tell that Mikey doesn't want him around because Mikey, in his estimation, still likes Brandon, and Mikey is trying to act like he's okay with Sean being around, but you can feel in the room that he's not okay with that. And so then Brandon says, well, okay, no problem. We'll have a conversation with Mikey about this and get down to the get downs with this. Now, and at that point, Sean started talking about how Brandon's breath packed a punch. That was real cute. That little interaction between them was real cute at the end, and it went off from there. That was episodes 3 and 4 of WebLYFE Atlanta. It's cute. Episode 4 was much better than episode 3. From the clips, the when they show up next on such and such. Episode 5 looks like it might be okay. I'm going to try that. I'm going to do probably more of the 2 episode reviews, unless there's an episode that gives me a whole lot and I want to do it by itself. So I'll have episodes 5 and 6 out hopefully sometime this week. Don't hold me to that. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Do like we always do. Let's argue about what we saw. Until next time, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.